Hi and welcome to this Backbend Bliss yoga video. We'll be moving through a number of backbending postures to help release tension in the spine and correct for an overly rounded posture. Let's go ahead and get started, coming into a tabletop and moving through some cat-cows, inhaling deeply in through the nose, lifting the chin, arching the spine. Exhale, tucking in the chin and round. Inhale, lifting the chin, arching the spine, belly drops down. Exhale, drawing your navel towards your spine, pressing through the hands. Inhale. And exhale, moving with the breath. Let's do two more. And last one. From here, we'll start to walk the hands forwards and draw your forehead down towards your mat, feeling a nice stretch through your shoulders, lengthening through the spine. And inhale to look up. Slowly start to bring your body forwards and come to lie down. Keeping your forearms where they are, start to press into the hands, press into the forearms, and open your chest. Feeling a gentle back bend. And exhale to lower down. You can rest your forehead on your forearms. Inhale to look up. This time we're going to bring our hands to the corners of the mat. And as you inhale, we're going to press into the hands and straighten the arms. Opening the chest. I'm feeling a slightly deeper opening and back bending through the spine. If this feels like it's too much on your back, you can come down onto the forearms. Otherwise, pressing through the hands, lifting the chin. Enjoying that nice opening sensation. And exhale to release. Bringing the hands underneath the shoulders, tucking in the toes. We're going to engage the core and lift up through plank pose. And then lifting the hips, coming into downward facing dog. We're going to bend the knees and focus on lengthening through the spine. Taking a nice deep breath in and out through the nose. Inhale to look forwards and step the feet between the hands. Holding on to opposite elbows, releasing the head, maybe giving it a bit of a shake. And then swaying from side to side. Feeling a release through the back and feeling a stretch through the hamstrings, waking up the body. Coming back to center, releasing the hands, bending the knees, coming up to stand. And inhale, reaching your arms all the way up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Moving with the breath, inhale, arms reach up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift, gaze forwards, nice flat back. Hands can be on your shins or maybe fingertips touching the mat. Exhale, coming into plank pose. Lowering down the knees, bringing the chin and the chest down to the ground, elbows tucked in. And inhale for cobra. Exhale, moving with the breath, downward facing dog. Pedaling out the legs, bending one knee, bending the other knee. Finding stillness. Inhale to look forwards and step your feet between your hands. Coming into a halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Bending the knees. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, sinking into chair pose, sitting down on your imaginary chair. And as you exhale, bring the right hand behind you, left arm out in front, coming into a twist, gazing to the right side. Inhale through center. Exhale, left arm comes behind. Right arm out in front, gaze to the left. Inhale through center, sinking down a little bit more. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank. Lowering the knees, the chin, the chest. Coming into cobra. Exhale for downward facing dog. Inhale to look forwards, step the feet between the hands, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bending the knees, inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's take one deep breath in. And out through the nose. Last one, inhale to reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, coming into plank. Either lowering knees, chin, chest, coming through cobra, or taking chaturanga, lowering almost completely down, and then coming onto the tops of the feet, pressing through the hands, lifting the chest. Legs are lifted above the ground. Inhale and exhale, coming into downward facing dog. And from here we're going to introduce a twist, bringing the left hand to the right calf, looking underneath the right armpit. Then bringing that hand down to the mat, and the right hand comes to the left, gazing under the left armpit. Release, come back to center. We're going to inhale, lift the right foot up, bend the knee and open the hip. And exhale, stepping the foot in between the hands. Keeping your left hand on the ground, inhale, reach the right arm up. And exhale, bringing the hand back down to the mat. Lowering the back knee, untucking the toes. Coming into a low lunge, reaching the arms up. On your next exhale, cactusing the arms. Taking the hands behind, interlacing the fingers, drawing the shoulders together as you draw your hands down. And exhale, leaning forwards, drawing the hands up towards the ceiling. Inhale to lift up, reaching the arms up. And then bringing the hands into prayer. We're coming into a twist, hooking the left elbow against the right thigh and turning to the right side. Inhale to lift up. And exhale, bringing the hands either side of the right foot. From here, we're coming into wild thing. We're going to sweep the right foot back, place it on the ground behind you, bring the weight into the left hand and the left foot, and lift the hips, extending the right arm. Exhale, coming back into our downward facing dog. Taking it to the left side, inhale, lift the right foot up, bend the knee, open the hip. Exhale, stepping the foot in between the hands. Keeping the right hand on the mat, lifting the left arm. And exhale, coming into low lunge, lowering the back knee, untucking the toes. And inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, cactusing the arms. Taking the hands behind, interlacing the fingers, drawing the shoulders together. Exhale, leaning the body forwards, drawing the arms up towards the ceiling. Inhale to lift up, reaching the arms up. Exhale, hands coming to prayer. Twisting over to the left, hooking the right elbow against the left thigh. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, hands coming down. Coming into wild thing, sweeping the left foot back, bringing it behind you onto the ground. The weight's coming into the right hand and the right foot, lifting the hips, extending the arm. Coming back into downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath in and out through the nose. Inhale to look forwards, coming into a plank pose. And slowly lowering your body all the way down to the ground. Let's rest the forehead on the forearms. Just for one moment. And inhale to look up. From here, we're going to take the hands under the shoulders. And as you inhale, you're going to lift up into a cobra. Exhale, lower back down. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. And again, resting your forehead down on your forearm. Inhale to look up. We're going to take the hands behind, interlace the fingers, draw the shoulders together and lift through the chest. And if it feels good for you, see if you can lift the feet and the legs as well. Taking deep breaths in and out through the nose. Keep breathing deeply. Holding for 2 more breaths. Exhale, release everything down. Turning the head to one side and shifting your hips from side to side. From here, rolling over onto your back. Bringing the feet about hip width apart, taking your hands down to the ground. And as you inhale, lifting the hips. Exhale to lower. Moving with your breath, inhale, lifting the hips, pressing through the heels of your feet, and exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale, holding the position. We're going to interlace the fingers, draw the shoulders together, and press the hands down into the mat, getting a nice deep back bend. We're either going to stay here for a few more breaths, or there's the option to come into full wheel pose if that is in your practice, bringing the fingertips towards your shoulders, drawing the elbows in, lifting through the hips, and then pressing through the hands. Straightening the arms and walking the feet in a little bit closer. You can also walk your hands in slightly closer towards your feet than I'm demonstrating here. When you're ready, we will release. Lowering your back down to the mat and hugging your knees into your chest. Rocking gently from side to side, massaging the lower back. And slowly coming up to sitting. We just have one more back bend in our practice before we're going to start to come to cool down and into our relaxation. To finish up, we're going to come into our camel pose. So sitting back on your heels, inhale to lift the body up. And I'm going to do this in 3 stages so you can really listen to your body, listen to your back, and do which option feels the best for you. To start off, we're going to tuck in the toes. Bring your hands on your lower back, fingertips pointing down. Draw your elbows together. You're going to inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to lean back. This might be enough for you. You can stay here or come out into a child's pose. Otherwise, we're going to see how it feels to reach for our right heel with our right hand. If that's feeling good, we're going to go for the left heel. And then we're going to press the chest forwards, press the hips forwards. Maybe lifting the chin slightly without overstraining the neck. Exhale, we're going to bring the right arm out in front, followed by the left arm, and sit back onto the heels. So we're going to do that one more time. However, this time, if you would like to get a deeper back bend, you're going to keep the feet untucked. Starting off with the hands on the back, elbows draw together. Inhale, leaning back. Option to go for the foot. If that's feeling good, going for the other foot and then leaning the chest, pressing the hips forwards, lifting the chin, listening to your body coming out of any position if it's not feeling good for you. And let's release, taking one arm out in front and then the other. And coming into a child's pose. Hard part's over now. Reaching the arms forwards, resting the forehead down on the mat. Inhale to lift up. Bring the legs out in front. And coming into our forward folds. This first one is really just to focus on releasing the lower back. So we're going to keep the knees nice and bent and slowly leaning over the legs, resting your forehead down. Either resting on your knees, or if you want, you can take a pillow or a blanket on top of the legs. Feeling a release through the back and through the back of the neck. Heart rate starting to slow down. Inhale to lift up. Taking the left leg out long, hugging the right knee in, releasing it down to the ground. We're going to inhale to reach up. Exhale, we're going to fold over the left leg. You can try to keep your back nice and straight. Don't worry too much about whether you're holding onto your foot or your leg or your mat. Focusing on getting that lengthening through your spine. And if you happen to have a belt or a dressing gown belt, you could use that to help you get a nice lengthening through your spine as you're folding forwards. We'll inhale to lift up. And coming into a seated twist, we'll take the right foot to the outside of the left leg. Turn to look over to the right side. You can hook your left elbow against the right thigh. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, turning over to look over your right shoulder. Slowly release, coming back to center. Taking the right leg out long, hugging in the left knee. Drawing it down to the ground. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, hinging at the hips, leaning forwards, coming into a forward fold. Just like before, focusing on lengthening through your spine, using any props if they will be helpful for you. And inhale to release. Lift up. Coming into the twist, left foot comes to the outside of the leg. Turning over towards the left side. Hooking the right elbow against the thigh. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, turn to look over your left shoulder. And release. Let's come into one more forward fold. We're going to take both of the legs out long. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, hinging at the hips, folding forwards. You can hold on to your feet, you can hold on to the legs, or again, you can use a strap or a belt to help you focus on getting that lengthening through the spine. And release. Lowering down onto your back, hugging the knees in to your chest. Taking the arms into a cactus shape, we'll come into a supine twist, bringing the knees over to the right side, turning to look over your left shoulder, and you can rest your right hand on your left thigh. Coming back to center. And taking it to the other side, knees coming over to the left. Turning to look over your right shoulder with the option to rest the left hand on the right thigh. Slowly coming back to center. And from here, coming into our final resting position, Shavasana. Taking your legs out long with your feet as wide as the mat. Your arms by your sides, palms facing up. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Feel any tension melting away. Feeling your body completely relax. Sinking down into your mat. Staying here for a few more breaths, allowing the mind and the body to completely relax. Enjoying this time for yourself. Starting to bring your awareness back to your body, wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes, hugging your knees into your chest, rolling over onto one side, curling up into a little ball. Coming up to seated. Sealing our practice with a breath. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands coming to heart center. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I'll see you next time.